on the southern shore. In Louisiana now there ain't no more. I'm kicking mud up off a crawfish hole, barefooted with a fishing pole, make a living with my own two hands. And yeah, it's part of being who I am. Gone back into the oil field, that's the only way to pay our bills. But if I'm lucky I could have a son and take him hunting like a daddy done. Get him working on a fishing boat up and down the Gulf of Mexico. Living dead out on a deep sea rig, doing what it is they had to live, all bleeding from a gaping hole up and down the Gulf of Mexico. Morgan City out to Mobile Bay, past Cagula down to FLA. Still I'm stuck out here for 7 more, watching everything turn black offshore. Tell them fools in office it don't split down party lines. And just 'cause we ain't got a dollar don't mean we ain't worth a dime. Sundown in Cameron Parish, all the way to St. Bernard. We got shrimp boats on the high ground, still the carpets in the yard.
My name is John Watson, your Hurricane Creek Keeper. I'm also the chairman of the board of directors for the Citizen Coal Council. I recently had the honor of receiving an award from the Roosevelt Ash Society for Outstanding Journalist in Conservation for 2010. I would be remiss in my obligation to this award if I didn't tell the story of Cherri Foytlin and her long walk to Washington, D.C. to bring a message from the Gulf of Mexico that this disaster is long from over and we need help.
This is John right here.
John Waken showed up. We didn't know quite where we were going.
I think we got everything.
Of all things, when I found Cherri and Drew on the road today, they've stopped to help somebody move their furniture inside. That's the selfless nature of these people on the Gulf Coast. It ain't all about the person, it's about the communications everywhere you go.
What's up, buddy?
Thank God for people like Drew and Cherri.
My name is Cherri Foytlin, and I'm the mother of 6 beautiful children, and I live in Rain, Louisiana, and I'm walking from New Orleans to Washington, D.C. to raise awareness about the Gulf oil spill, and also that clean air and clean water is a God-given human right, and anything less than that is a human rights violation. So I'm asking for the people in coal country to come join me, not just on the walk, but for this movement across the country to change the way things are. We've got to tie together all these issues. We're fighting small fights here and there and everywhere. We need to pull those together into one big movement across the country, and then we can help each other. We can network with each other. We can speak in one voice for what we need for future generations. So I'm asking you to join me on the walk, give me a call, go to my website, see how you can help, but more than anything, join your voice with ours, because these suckers are gonna pay. I'm sick of it.
And Louisiana. And they ain't got nothing to live, you know. She just trying to prove something to Obama. She finna walk to Washington, D.C., bruh. Yeah, I'm for real. Now I see the dude running across the track from the railroad track with a camera in their hand, man. I'm like, what's going on?
What?
Huh?
You want to go over there?
I said, I ain't seen him, man.
Cherri, what is it that made you take these extremes to walk all the way to Washington? Was nobody in Louisiana listening?
She called me in the middle of the night and said, I'm going to walk to Washington, D.C. I said, you're crazy. Then she said something about making the sacrifice, and I thought about it, and then now that I'm seeing her walk this thing, it's like between 26 and 40 miles a day, and I mean, she's been through the first round of blisters, and you know, the missing the family is really tough. But I think the bigger thing is, like, whether it's at a gas station or at a church or at a environmental meeting. She's connecting with other people, and she'll be able to bring their stories. There was a toxic dump in Alabama. There was like Shirley Tillman on the beach when y'all saw all the dead fish. There was Lori and Bubba, and of course Noah down in Mississippi too. That man, Lori had just went back to the doctor with pneumonia for the 3rd or 4th time because she's been exposed to Corexit. They've been spraying around her house.
So the premise for the whole thing is, I really feel like love conquers all. That's what it says in the Bible, and that's what I feel to be true. But the only way to show true love, my grandma told me, was to make a sacrifice. If you love something, you're willing to go to the end of the earth for it. And I love the Gulf, and I love the people, and I love my family. So I have to be able to show that in a way that'll draw attention. And that's why I'm asking everybody to join me to make. I'm going to walk to D.C. It's 1,244 miles. So either you can join me and we can make it the biggest impact possible. The biggest impact possible, or I'm going to walk to D.C. and we'll let it be what it is. But either way, whether the president meets with me or not, I'm going.
Little brother, he ain't feeling well. Son, what you spraying on that old spill? How many of us gonna lose our lives? So the people get to work on time and tell the banker I don't want a loan. Send them lawyers back to where they from. Even Jesus couldn't save their soul. Put me back out on my fishing boat. On the TV they done capped the wheel. Said it's just another oil spill. A way of life won't be around no more. And all I wanted was to go back home. Yeah, we're gonna have to clean the place. Leave with something more than toxic waste. Killing everything before it grows. Up and down the Gulf of Mexico. Kicking mud up off a crawfish hole. Barefooted with a fishing pole. Gone back into the oil field. That's the only way to pay our bills.
Come on, boy, you better walk.
I'd like to invite my friends in coal country in helping me make this next story a success. Join Cherri Foytlin as she walks across the mountains into Washington, D.C. to bring a message from the Gulf of Mexico that extraction technology from oil to coal is killing us all.
Little brother, he ain't feeling well. Son, what you spraying on that old spill? How many of us gonna lose our lives? So the people get to work on time and tell the banker I don't want a loan. Send them lawyers back to where they from. Even Jesus couldn't save their soul. Put me back out on my fishing